And we are live with Game 2 of this doubleheader from Lakota West High School. Your boys' varsity basketball teams are about to square off here. You got your Lakota West Firebirds and the visiting Northeast Bushrangers from Australia as part of tonight's intercontinental battle. This is round 2 here on Lakota West Student Broadcasting. If you missed it, I'm Nick Johnson. He's Noah Bramble, and we just called an incredible girls game. Your girls Firebirds blowing out the Northeastern Bushrangers. These Firebirds guys hoping that they can do the same to these boys varsity Bushrangers. Your Firebirds currently, they're coming off of a tough loss to district rival your Lakota East Thunderhawks, who came in on Friday night and laid a hurting on the Firebirds in front of their home crowd. And a big part of that was Nathan Dudukovic, the star guard for the Firebirds, or sorry, the star forward for the Firebirds, had a rough game in the score column. He was unable to really get going. The Thunderhawks shut him down. So Noah, I'll ask you, what do you think the Firebirds are going to do here today to get the ball in number 13's hands?
Well, obviously you're not going to get close to the net with a lot of these Bushrangers. There's only 2 guys on this roster that aren't over 6 foot. That's going to be a hard thing to get under the basket. So you're going to have to rely on that deep ball and a few jumpers to get a lot of your points here.
And we have seen Nathan Dudukovic pretty solid so far this year from beyond the arc. He can move that ball, especially a couple of weeks ago, that doubleheader against the Hamilton Big Blue right back here at Lakota West. Nathan Dudukovic, a big part of that fourth quarter comeback victory here that these Firebirds had. So they're currently sitting at 500 with a 3-3 record, looking to get on the plus side as they take on the Northeast Bushrangers. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a look at the starting 5 down on the hardwood for these Bushrangers. It'll be number 7, Jordan Munro, number 11, Thomas Briggs, number 12, Job Shanahan, number 13, Connor O'Sullivan, number 21, Lachlan Harvey. That will be the 5 on the floor for the Bushrangers. And now taking a look at the boys in red and white, your Lakota West Firebird. Nothing unusual. It is number 1, Bryson Curry out there with number 10, Jason Lavender, number 12, Devon Drain, number 21, Christopher Barber, and as always, number 13, Nathan Dudukovic, now the all-time leading scorer in Lakota West basketball history. We just want to take a moment to thank all of these Australian visitors here as part of this Northeastern Bushranger setup that they got down here. All of them have been incredibly nice to all of us. In fact, we just had gifts dropped off to us. We got Northeastern Bushranger beanie hats. So very incredible group that they have down there, both players and coaches alike. It has been a pleasure having them here in Westchester as we get ready for Game 3. In Game 1, it was the JV boys taking down the Bushrangers. As we mentioned, the girls team able to take down the Bushrangers just about 20 minutes ago. And here we have the tip. It'll be Lavender winning that tip off of the Firebirds. It'll be Curry to start in the backcourt.
Lakota West does what the girls did and try to press early. Try to penetrate the box and try to get a lot of points quick.
Here's Christopher Barber with a spin move. Now back out to Lavender with a wide open 3 look. Spins out, but Christopher Barber right there for the rebound. See him move it right back to the outside. He's got Devon Drain up at the top wide open. See Christopher Barber get this one off to Bryson Curry. Over to Lavender on the wing, and in the corner, it's Devon Drain who misses that triple. 0-2 from beyond the arc to start this ball game as the Bushrangers will take over.
Very close. These shots just haven't fallen yet for this Lakota West side, and a 3 for the Bushrangers.
Hot start from beyond the arc from one of these teams. It's the Northeastern Bushrangers with the shooting advantage right now. They stand 1 of 1. Board, they'll be up 3-0. So you see Lavender with it on the wing, make a move to the inside. Back out the jumper off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by number 12. That's Job Shanahan for the Bushrangers. See Munro with it up now and get it off to Franco Gucci on the left wing. Oguchi makes a move inside, swerving through defenders, drops the bucket and gets fouled on the way up.
Very strong going to the basket, and even as he was falling, splashed that one, and now for an and 1.
So Gucci from the line here, shot is up and it is good. So a 6-0 ball game after a triple fell first for the Bushrangers, and then a 3-point and 1 falls for Franco Gucci. Here's Bryson Curry with it, kicks it up to Devon Drain. top now to Nathan Dudukovic, who goes up and misses the two as it spins out there. The Firebirds do hop on that rebound, and here's Dudukovic again from the three on the wing, and he will knock it down. Nothing but three-point plays from Lakota West.
He is not going to stay quiet today, folks.
See Oguchi start with it, gets it off to O'Sullivan. Now under the rim, here goes Harvey on his way up, knocks it down. The first non-three-point play will fall, and it is in favor of the Bushrangers.
As we projected, this Bushrangers team is going to try to get under the basket for some of these easy points.
Post play is going to be something to highlight here as we see Davon Drain with a move in the corner. Back up to Bryson Curry. Makes a man miss, goes up, misses the two. Nathan Dudukovic comes up with the rebound after Jason Lavender puts a hand on it. See Christopher Barber making a move, now to Curry in the corner. Here's Drain out to Lavender, who kicks a three, no good. Barber with the tipped ball there. Dudukovic had a hand on it, but it will be called Bushranger ball right there. West already up to 2 team fouls on tonight's ball game. That one called on Nathan Dudukovic, who fouled out against Lakota East just a few nights ago. Curry with the defense here on Munro, who has it up in the wing. Into the corner now for the Bushrangers, up to Munro, who makes a move to the inside, passes it back out to O'Sullivan. And that one will fall. 2 points there for the Bushrangers. That was number 21, Lachlan Harvey in the paint.
These Bushrangers are going to play big physical defense down near the hoop because of how tall they are. They're going to want to dominate under there. That's going to be their bread and butter.
Christopher Barber able to find Nathan Dudukovic there. Spins out of the iron. No good, and it will be Bushranger ball as it falls out of bounds. Lakota West trailing 7 points here early, 10-3. Pass in here, able to find Shanahan. Tight defense from Nathan Dudukovic down the floor. As that one off the knee of Bryson Curry, but they're going to call that a kicked ball on the Firebirds. Throw in here, able to find Munro in the backcourt. Munro being double teamed by Lavender and Dudukovic before he's able to get it off to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan back to Munro. Ball movement here early with tight defense. Is Lavender able to come up with the steal for the Firebirds? And great defense there, prevents the break, but Davon Drain goes to the corner, no good. O'Sullivan there, but he will lose it to Nathan Dudukovic, who comes up with a steal in the paint. Here's Lavender now. He kicks a three of his own. That no good. As the field goal percentage starting low for the Firebirds, they can't find anything to go. As that one will go out of bounds on Bushrangers.
Well, this is what happened against Lakota East, is that some of these threes weren't falling early in the game, which they usually do, but in these 2 games particularly, they have not been falling.
See Bryson Curry start with it here, takes it across for the Firebirds. Now under 4 minutes remain here as we see the foul called there on the pass to Dudukovic. So it'll be Bushrangers ball on a turnover that the Firebirds did not need there. We see LJ Green, one of those sophomores, substituted onto the floor for the Firebirds. As the pass there gets lost, and it'll be going West's way. We see it'll be Bryson Curry with it here down. After the turnover, the pass has gone out of bounds. He gets it off to Nathan Dudukovic, still kept relatively tame by this defense. He will not get the shot to fall there. The Bushrangers come up with it. There's Frank Oguchi. Passes it deep to the corner. Going up, and the 2 points will not fall. Put back for O'Sullivan will not go. It was a tie up there.
Well, Lakota West have been playing really good defense in the second half of this first quarter, Let's see if that carries on. If it does, Lakota West has a good chance of a comeback.
Taking a look at some of these sophomores on the floor, you'll notice LJ Green out there. These sophomores, mainly Luca Gilbert and LJ Green, but also Preston Robinson, who has stepped up off of the JV roster, made quite the impact on this Lakota West team. You can see their stats there. As Shanahan with the pass and the screen set there. The pass, alley-oop off the board and no good. LJ Green able to pick up the rebound. Bryson Curry with it once again, back up at the top. Tight defense there. That'll be Ainsworth on the defense as Lavender looking to kick it out. Finds LJ Green up at the top of the key. Pass to Dudukovic gets lost for a moment before he's able to recover. And we will see the foul called there. That'll be the first called foul on the Bushrangers. Currently, it's the Firebirds with 3 fouls and the Bushrangers with 1. That'll be Barber on the throw. Trent Lloyd, the wide receiver star for the Firebirds football team, out onto the floor. We were talking with some of the Bushrangers staff before this game. They have the Archbishop Moeller Crusaders coming up in a few days. Told them all about that rivalry as Lavender gets that one to fall. The Firebirds and the Crusaders, they're very, very well. Obviously, you know, the football matchup there. You mentioned Trent Lloyd, those regional final games against Moeller the past 2 years have not gone the Firebirds' way as a foul be called there on the way up. We'll see from the line here now. It'll be Connor O'Sullivan, the 6'6" senior for the Northeast Bushrangers. First shot for O'Sullivan. It is up, and it will fall. That'll be the 11th point on the board for the Bushrangers, a 6-point ball game. As we see Luca Gilbert, another star football player for the Firebirds, the tight end, subbed in. Here goes O'Sullivan for number 2. Looks to make it a 12-5 ball game. Shot is up, and it will fall. O'Sullivan perfect from the line.
This is something we are used to see by this Lakota West offense, is they usually take a lot of three-point shots in the first, but get better as the game goes on.
Tip pass there by Dudukovic leads to a turnover for the Bushrangers, and the fast break to will fall. That is Will Polton, who had the easy 2 layup on the break there, as Trent Lloyd fades defenders here, moving the ball down the floor, gets it to LJ in the corner. LJ a bit tied up there, finds Barber. Barber goes up, loses it, and that is Bushranger basketball. We'll see Franco Gucci on the throw in here. Able to find Ainsworth for the Bushrangers. We'll see Nathan Dudukovic in the coverage on Oguchi. 2 of the top players from each team here. Luca Gilbert, the tallest Firebird. You'll notice all these Bushrangers out here, a lot of them north of that 6-foot mark, as the steal from Bryson Curry pays off here. He goes up, he draws the foul and knocks down the 2, and 1 opportunity for the junior.
Very strong to the basket, as all these and ones are usually come through.
You see Nathan Dudukovic off the floor here, and in his place will be number 14. It's the junior Cooper Taylor. You see Bryson Curry go to the line here. He has 1 shot. It is currently a 14-7 ball game. Curry with 2 points. His first 2 came off of that layup. He looks to make it 3 here from the line. And he does after a little bit of help on the rim there. 14-8 hour ball game as we are under 1:15 to play in the first quarter. Bushrangers have it on the wing. Pass gets tipped there to the inside, and Luca Gilbert comes up with the steal, but it will be out of bounds off of a bit of miscommunication there. Gilbert looking to get it to Bryson Curry, unable to do so. And we do have a timeout called here. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back in about a minute from Lakota West. And we are back from the gym here at Lakota West High School. 14-8 is our score. The Bushrangers with a lead over your boys varsity basketball team here for the Firebirds. With about a minute left in the first quarter, the Bushrangers taking their first charge timeout. And we see some tight defense there from the senior Christopher Barber, and the pass intercepted by Bryson Curry on the breakaway. Barber's up, and he brings it down. 14-10, the Firebirds battle it back to a 4-point ball game.
Lakota West keep fighting back in this game. Just want to make it easier to come back. Stick with them for a while until you can get something going.
Break to the hoop, hard foul there from the Firebirds in the paint. They will send him to the line for two. That'll be number 34 to the line, that's Cohen Ainsworth. We did note earlier, this is a triple header. It was first JV beating the Bushrangers before the girls varsity team able to blow out the Bushrangers really in game number 2 just a few moments ago. So this round number 3, and the Firebirds already up 2-0, looking to go for the full sweep of their Australian visitors here tonight at home in Westchester. Second shot, Ainsworth at the line. It will fall. 5-point, 15-10 ball game. It'll be Bryson Curry with a tight defense there from Will Polton. Bryson makes a move to the inside, back to the corner for Cooper Taylor. The three-pointer will fall. The junior helping the Firebirds battle back. It's a 2-point ball game from Westchester.
Well, there's those threes we were talking about, how they weren't falling in the first.
Bushrangers with a retaliation three, no good. Bryson Curry officially gets that one back for Lakota West. The buzzer-beating half-court shot, no good. So we will head to the second 8 minutes of play. 15-13 your score. The Bushrangers on top of your Lakota West Firebirds. We'll be back with coverage of the second period when we return after this. And we are back after the quarter change here from Lakota West. Your Firebirds currently trailing the Northeast Bushrangers 15-13 after Cooper Taylor helping to cut the lead there in the waning moments of the first quarter, knocking down a corner three to bring these Firebirds right back into it. On the throw in here, it'll be the senior Christian Simmons. He's able to find Bryson Curry. Other than Christian Simmons out on the floor, not many changes heading into the second 8 minutes for the Firebirds. Bryson Curry and Nathan Dudukovic moving that ball over there on the right side. Curry able to get it over to Simmons. Now Dudukovic with a three-pointer. He'll knock it down and draws the foul. A potential 4-point play on the way for your Lakota West Firebirds.
Beautiful shot, and that Australian Bushranger got a little too excited of trying to block that shot, and Dudukovic sunk it, and it's going to be an and one.
Dudukovic after the triple there, able to knock down the free throw. It was a 2-point Bushrangers lead. Now it's a 2-point Firebird lead. 17-15 your score, as the Bushrangers will take it down their first offensive possession of the quarter. Will Polton with it up in the wing. Here's Skalick with it now, passes it off to Harvey. Tight defense here from the junior Cooper Taylor. Ball movement continues for the Bushrangers. They go up, No foul drawn. It looked like there was a little bit of contact, but it will be just a 2 that falls as we have a brand new ball game from Lakota West, 18-17.
I think these refs are trying to keep this game in the players' hands and not having the refs call the game.
So you see Nathan Dudukovic here, goes up. 2-pointer spins out. Here's LJ Green, gets it to Bryson Curry. Ball swatted away. And it will be a block, but it goes out of bounds off of a Bushranger. It'll be Firebird ball. Curry here, able to find LJ Green, who pops a quick 3 in the corner. The catch and shoot no good for the sophomore. Ryan with it now, gets it to the inside. Foul called for there. The 2 will not fall for Connor O'Sullivan. But the Bushrangers with a chance to steal the lead right back from the Lakota West Firebirds. O'Sullivan from the line. First shot is up, and it will not fall.
These are two teams with different offensive tactics, and I think these 2 teams are going to go back and forth all game long.
O'Sullivan shot number 2 to take the lead for the Bushrangers by 1 point. Currently stands 17-17, 6:36 remaining in the first half. 13 in the black and purple. It will not go. Game stays tied. It'll be Nathan Dudukovic reaching the basketball first for the Firebirds. Fakes a defender there, goes up, 2-pointer no good as O'Sullivan right back to the basketball there, gets the turnover off the rebound. Harvey back to O'Sullivan. He moves in for 2, and that'll be a travel called on the Bushrangers. It'll be Firebird basketball with a chance once again to take the lead. As soon as we got back to a tie ball game, both offensives seem to be getting shut down by these defenses.
Both teams figured out how both offenses run, and they started to play defense that counteracts it.
Cooper Taylor facing tight defense there from the Bushrangers. That was Reed on the defense. Here's Bryson Curry, the jumper from 2, and it will not fall there. Pass down the floor. Here's Polton. Polton with a 3, and he airballs it. The rebound and putback will fall for the Bushrangers. That was Ellie Reed on the putback to put the Bushrangers ahead. Here's Curry here, able to get it to Cooper Taylor. And we'll see once again, 13 in the red and white. Nathan Dudukovic with it on the outside. He kicks it away. Nathan Dudukovic goes up for 2 there, doesn't get it to fall, nearly had his own rebound. Looks like we'll see a tie-up as Luca Gilbert completely falls on him there. But the possession arrow will be in favor of the Bushrangers, so they will take control of the basketball. 5:20 remaining in the half here as the Bushrangers take this one over. It'll be Lachlan Harvey here to start with the basketball, taking it down. Polton spins around the screen there. Cooper Taylor coming up with the steal, getting on that loose ball. Here's Nathan Dudukovic, goes up, can't draw the foul, doesn't get the shot to fall either. I think he was hoping to get 2 from the line there off of that contact.
Well, Nathan Dudukovic has had a lot of really good shots. Some of them haven't fallen the West way.
That 2 there, an incredible 2 points on the layup there. Was Lachlan Harvey able to come down with the 2 for the Bushrangers, now a 2-possession ball game. Curry dishing it over to Luca Gilbert in the corner. Now back to Curry, and a close pass will fly out of bounds there. As we get some substitutions here, it'll be Bryson Curry off, and in his place, Davon Drain.
Well, as I was talking to Coach Leon pregame, he talked about coming out early and firing on all cylinders, trying to catch this Australian team off guard, but worked pretty well, but not as I think he planned.
Here's Nathan Dudukovic with it as they trail by 4 points. Dudukovic goes up on the inside, ball spins out, no good. Recovers his own rebound before dishing it out to Davon Drain up at the top of the floor. Here's Drain now, making a move towards the inside, goes up the two-pointer, and it will fall off the back of the rim. 21-19 after the Drain two-pointer will go. We see Oguchi here with it at the top for the Bushrangers. Pass over to Harvey now. Harvey working towards the inside. Cooper Taylor with the defense there, makes him kick it back out. Here's Munro, gets it to the corner. It's O'Sullivan. A bounce pass to Oguchi, who goes up, and it will be a travel call. Looked like he wanted to wait a moment and get Nathan Dudukovic over there for a little bit of contact, plead his case for a foul on his way up, but he did travel for that, so it will be Firebird ball, still a two-point ball game.
Here comes Trent Lloyd, saw him off for a while, stretching out that hamstring, seems to be back and ready to go.
Drain goes up, met with multiple Bushrangers there. As that ball out of bounds, it will stay in the hands of the Firebirds. On the throw in, it's Nate Dudukovic. Up to the top, finds Cooper Taylor. Notice Trent Lloyd back out onto the floor for the Firebirds. That pass out of bounds from Cooper Taylor. Talking with Coach Leon before the game, Noah, you and I, we had a conversation with him. He said that, you know, he admires this basketball team. Obviously, you know, you got to be good to go on an American tour, so they're here for a reason. As that pass will set up O'Sullivan for the alley-oop. 2 points there for the Bushrangers. Now here's Gilbert, goes up, and a retaliation to right back. Looks like he wanted the foul, will not get it. Going back to our conversation there, he said he admired this team. Obviously, I mean, you just look at them, you tell that they have incredible height. He said that he liked the talent of their guys, and he thought with their game plan they might be able to pull this one off in front of the home crowd.
They were hoping for, as I said earlier, a quick start, but also he was hoping for a lot of really good shots in the first and try to nail down some of these threes early, make a lead that wouldn't be easy to come back from for this Australian team, but didn't fall their way. Now they got to work hard, and I think they will come back.
It was the first quarter that made all of the difference in the varsity girls game just a few moments ago. The first quarter, the Firebirds ended up leaving that trailing. They still trail here, 23-21. Here's Drain, gets it off to Taylor now. Ball movement continues. Here, Trent Lloyd. Lloyd off to Dudukovic, who takes the three. No good. A bit overshot there as O'Sullivan comes down with the rebound for the Northeast Bushrangers. Here's Franco Gucci. Pass across the floor. Nathan Dudukovic went up, couldn't block it, as they will knock down an and one. So their offense in the post continues to be dominant over this Firebirds defense. See that foul called. It was the second personal foul of the day for Nathan Dudukovic as it pushed the Bushrangers in the bonus, the 7th Firebird foul, as we see 1-and-1s from now on this half on any Firebird fouls. That one rebounded by Luca Gilbert. It will be Firebird ball, no conversion on the three-pointer, as it will be 25-21. That pass out of bounds. And as you can see, these missed passes, they continue to add up for the Firebirds. These turnovers very costly. As we will take a timeout, we'll be right back in just a few moments. Lakota West trailing 25-21 when we return. Back with the final 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter from Lakota West High School. 1:57 on the clock here as your Firebirds trail 25-21. You come back off of a Bushrangers timeout. That is their second of the ball game. They'll have 3 remaining here from Lakota West. As we see the Bushrangers looking to add to this lead off of a miscommunication, bad pass from the Firebirds. As that one goes out to the wing. That's Munro with it for the Bushrangers. Pass inside, looking for O'Sullivan. Harvey ends up coming up with it for the Bushrangers. Before the Firebirds tie it up, they do have the arrow, and that will be a turnover forced by the Firebirds.
Luca Gilbert was not letting up on that play. He held on to that ball while the player was running around with it. Almost drove him to the floor like he was playing football.
Here goes Bryson Curry with it in the backcourt for the Firebirds. Takes it up, 4-point game. Firebirds already had a 4-point play earlier in tonight's game, so could theoretically be one possession. It was Nathan Dudukovic coming up with the 3 earlier. You will note number 13, Nate Dudukovic, currently off the floor for the Firebirds. As this pass able to find Bryson Curry, moves it back out. Firebirds slowing down their offensive game here. As this one will find Davon Drain. Missed pass intended for Trent Lloyd. That will fall out of bounds. And another missed pass turnover for these Firebirds. .1 seconds remaining in half number 1. Been a tight contest thus far. We encourage you to stick with us here from Lakota West Student Broadcasting. I'm Nick Johnson, Noah Bramble alongside. We thank you for tuning in, especially some of our Australian viewers tuning in to see the Northeast Bushrangers, as that will be a turnover. We'll see Franco Gucci here on the throw-in for the Bushrangers. Franco Gucci will be standing out of bounds as this free throw gets underway. It'll be Munro from the line. Forgot for a moment that the Firebirds put the Bushrangers in the bonus, but we will see a shot there as Luca Gilbert comes up with it on the missed 1-and-1 attempt. As we will see that, looks like they're going to call that a blocking foul on number 34 there for the Bushrangers. That's Cohen Ainsworth who got hit with that one. Looked like it called a charge on Bryson Curry, but the ball will stick with the Firebirds. It'll be the junior Taylor on the throw-in here, able to find Bryson Curry in the backcourt. Curry with it, and they're going to call that a foul on Lakota West here. It'll be Bushrangers basketball. Still a 4-point game. It looks like it's been that way for quite some time, but neither offense really able to get going since we hit 25-21. That foul will be called on the sophomore Luca Gilbert, one of the big men on this Firebirds roster. Ainsworth makes his way to the rim, gets it back out to Ryan on the outside, makes his way in, and the putback there will fall. No fouls called in all of that contact. It's 27-21. Here goes Davon Drain, right back at you, 2.4 Drain, 27-23 after the retaliation 2.
It looks like these Bushrangers are going to try to get this last shot off for themselves.
With 4 seconds, Cooper Taylor coming up with the basketball. A 3-point could go here. Trent Lloyd with it, and it will not. So we will head to the locker rooms. 27-23, you are Firebirds trailing the Bushrangers here at Lakota West in Game 3 of this triple header. We thank you for tuning in. We hope that you stay along with us for half number 2. And as always, go Firebirds. We'll be right back after this. And we are back with the final 16 minutes of action here from Lakota West as your Firebirds currently trailing the visiting Northeast Bushrangers 27-23 here on their home floor. As these Bushrangers continue to put up a fight here. Currently the Firebirds, they sit 2-0 in this triple header. The JV team and the girls varsity team coming away with the wins, but the Bushrangers giving the Firebirds a little bit of pause in this one as the Firebirds currently trail by 4 entering half number 2. And as always, as that ball goes Lakota West way, we want to thank you for tuning in to this Lakota West student-run broadcast. I'm Nick Johnson. Alongside is Noah Bramble. And Noah, what do you think we're going to see adjustment-wise from the second half of play out of these Bushrangers and out of these Firebirds?
I think this Lakota West side is just going to try to sink some more of those threes. They did pretty well hanging with the Bushrangers, and so did the Bushrangers with Lakota West. I just think both teams, if they want to win this game, just play a little bit harder, and if you're the Bushrangers, extend this lead a little bit more.
You see the foul called there on Lakota West. It'll be Franco Gucci on the throw-in for the Bushrangers here. See Harvey with it up in the ring. Coverage from Bryson Curry. Harvey with a pass across the floor, and they will call that one a travel. Ball will be headed Lakota West's way.
Let's see how different this Lakota West side looks going in to this quarter.
That'll be Davon Drain taking it down for the Firebirds. Drain so far on the day, 4 points, no fouls, as he finds Bryson Curry in the corner. Here's Lavender, pump fakes the 3 there. And back up at the top is Curry. There's the pass there from Barber to Lavender. Lavender's 2-pointer is up. Davon Drain gets a hand on it, but it will be a foul as this one is going the Bushrangers' way. Nathan Dudukovic, currently the leading scorer for the Lakota West Firebirds with 7 points. The Bushrangers doing an incredible job holding an incredible scorer for these Firebirds to only 7 first half points. As that one gets lost, they're going to say a kicked ball, and it will be in favor of the Firebirds. It'll be Nate Dudukovic on the throw-in here on the floor for the Firebirds. Nate Dudukovic, Jason Lavender, Christopher Barber, Davon Drain, and Bryson Curry. The shot there from Drain, no good. Lavender coming up with it. Here's Nathan Dudukovic in the corner for 3. And they're going to call that one. Nathan Dudukovic goes down in the corner as he was preparing to take that shot. That foul going to be called on the Bushrangers there. Their first foul of the first half. That one on Lachlan Harvey. Throw in, able to get it to Davon Drain. Davon, jump shot from 2, and he hits the long 2, 27-25. See this one, bounce pass. There's O'Sullivan on the inside. Oguchi, the putback off the miss, and he gets the 2 right back.
That is one thing that these Australians are really good at, is these putbacks on offense. Really good about taking these missed shots and putting them right back up for points.
That pass intended for Bryson Curry down there low. Had a hand on it, but a whistle will be called here. And it'll stay Firebird basketball. Nathan Dudukovic will go out for the throw-in. Gets it to Davon Drain. After back-to-back 2s, still sitting at a 4-point ball game here from Westchester. Nathan Dudukovic tries to make a move to the inside, and he ends up losing the basketball. Coming up with it is Lachlan Harvey there. To the inside, it's O'Sullivan who has it blocked, but it will be out of bounds, and the Bushrangers will keep it.
Nathan Dudukovic getting subbed off here. He does look a little gingerly on that left foot after he got stepped on in that corner last possession.
Pass in here, able to find Cohen Ainsworth. Now up the top, it's Franco Gucci. Passing continues up the top here. Here's Harvey. Oguchi looked like he was going to set a screen there. The alley-oop to Oguchi, no good. Barber had it for a moment, loses it, and the putback 2 will fall for the Bushrangers. We are now looking at a 31-25 ball game. Bryson Curry, pass to Cooper Taylor in the corner. They're going to say it hit off out of bounds. And that will be another sloppy pass turnover for the Firebirds. See the pass here down the floor. It'll be Harvey to start with it. Goes up towards the inside, puts it up, and it is good. As the run continues here in quarter number 3, the Bushrangers starting to run away with this one. Catch and shoot 3 for Cooper Taylor in the corner, no good. And it will be rebounded by Ainsworth for the Bushrangers. He does lose it there. Jason Lavender gets the pass from Davon Drain. Lavender working his way inside, puts up the 2, and comes down with it, keeping the Firebirds within striking range, a 6-point game. As we have a timeout called here. We'll be right back in a few moments from Lakota West. And we are back from Lakota West after Firebirds keeping themselves in striking range here. A layup 2 makes it a 33-27 ball game. 4:59 on the clock here in the third quarter. The Bushrangers started to go on a run. We'll see if momentum changes after the Firebird timeout, as that'll be a nice block from Bryson Curry, but it will be called a foul. So we will see the Bushrangers take 2 shots from the line.
Beautiful in transition by the Bushrangers. One pass, and he's wide open down the court. Lakota West did a good job of keeping that from going in, but absolutely beautiful transition. And after that missed shot, it's a good foul by Lakota West.
See Will Polton from the line here, misses shot number 1. Polton so far in the day, 1 foul, 2 points. And that will not fall for number 3, Jason Lavender, coming up with the rebound.
So coming up with a given 2 has turned into nothing for the Bushrangers. And it looks like an over and back for the Firebirds turnover.
That'll be Will Polton here on the throw in for these Bushrangers. We'll see Davon Drain off the court, and in his place, number 15, that's Preston Robinson, who just a few games ago made his varsity debut coming off of the JV roster. In fact, he played in today's game in the JV battle with these Northeast Bushrangers, where the Firebirds came out on top fairly convincingly, as a travel will be called there on Munro. Another turnover there, and the Firebirds another chance to get something going on the offensive side of the ball.
Preston Robinson brings a big advantage to this Firebird side, as he really gets his team calmed down and has a sense of maturity on the team.
Robinson goes up there, it will fall out of bounds, and they're going to say Franco Gucci touched it last. Firebirds maintain possession of the ball. Here's Curry with it, able to find Nathan Dudukovic in the corner. Dudukovic goes up, and with a lot of defense in his face, able to knock down the 2, back to a 4-point ball game, where it feels like we've been a long time here today, 33-29. Pass here finds Oguchi on the wing before getting it back up to the top for the Bushrangers. Lachlan Harvey. There's O'Sullivan making a move towards the inside. Christopher Barber on the defense. Looked like he might have got a hand on it, but the 2 will fall regardless. Right back to a 6-point Bushranger lead.
Can't do anything better for Christian Barber. But that Bushranger player just made a heck of a play.
Nice pass, able to find Bryson Curry with tight defense from Franco Gucci. Curry making a move towards the inside, misses it, and Oguchi will come up with a rebound there for passing it off to Harvey, off to his left. Be Harvey with it up the top, taking his time before kicking it to O'Sullivan. On the wing here, Going to the inside, it's Franco Gucci who gets the pass back out. Off the rim, no good. Christopher Barber coming up with the rebound for the Firebirds. And a near steal there. Bryson Curry losing control of the basketball. And a foul will be called there. As we see a substitution for the Firebirds, it'll be Tyson Davis making his way out onto the floor. The freshman on this varsity roster, the only freshman on this varsity roster for the Firebirds. He'll be on in place of Bryson Curry, who just went down on that last play. Does not appear to be injured, but it will be Firebird ball here. Taking a look at that foul column, 2 fouls now for the Bushrangers after that last play. The Firebirds currently sitting at 3 team fouls on the half. Here's Preston Robinson with a spin, back out to Davis now on the wing, who feeds it to Dudukovic, who goes up the jumper for 2, no good. Barber with a tip on that rebound, looking to get it into a hand of the Firebirds, but instead it'll lead to a breakaway 2 for the Bushrangers here. So now West losing control a little bit here in the third period. Got to be careful not to let this one get a bit out of hand. As Robinson feeds it to Lavender. Lavender for 3 and brings the Firebirds right back to a 5-point ball game, 37-32. Bushrangers with the ball moving early, throw under the rim. Looked like they're trying to set up an alley-oop. Good. Oguchi with a clear path to the basket and brings 2 right back into the hands of the Bushrangers, 39-32. Preston Robinson now making a drive to the inside, loses it for a moment, and that will be a foul called on Preston Robinson there. The West supporters not very happy with that one, but it will be a turnover nonetheless, as we see LJ Green on in place of the senior Christopher Barber. See Will Polton kicking that one in for the Bushrangers. Bushrangers looking to keep alive some offensive momentum that they've built over the past few minutes in tonight's game, as Munro made a charge in there for a second, loses the ball, and it will be a turnover into the hands of Jason Lavender for Lakota West. Preston Robinson will have it. He kicks it to Dudukovic. The catch and shoot 3 for the senior, no good. They do lose the ball. Nate recovers. He goes up now, this time for 2, no good. LJ with a hand on it. Can he get the rebound? He does. Harvey with tight defense. Pass over to Robinson, now over to Davis. Multiple opportunities here for the Firebirds as that one gets lost, and finally Munro able to come up with it for the Bushrangers. Now the quick strike 2 there, and they will have it. They break the 40-point mark earlier. 41-32 as the Firebirds fall by 9. That pass for Nate Dudukovic nearly taken by the Bushrangers. And Dudukovic working his way in there. A foul will be called. That'll be the 3rd team foul of the day for these Bushrangers. Called on it will be Jordan Munro. On the throw-in here for the Firebirds, it'll be the freshman guard, Tyson Davis. As we see a substitution here, it'll be Shanahan off the floor for the Bushrangers. Pass from Davis, finds Dudukovic in the corner for 3, contested, will not fall as that pass nearly lost there, nearly a turnover back into the hands of Lakota West, but they will not find it. As Harvey will have it up at the top of the floor inside the final 30 seconds here to play in the 3rd quarter. Firebirds with a little bit of ground to regain. Munro spins the jumper from 3 and he knocks it down. That was a beautiful jump shot from beyond the arc.
The thing I don't like about this Lakota West team is when Nathan Dudukovic isn't doing well, usually the team isn't doing well.
And that will be a foul called there. The Bushrangers being called on that one, their 4th team foul of the half. That one called on 21, his 3rd foul of tonight's ball game. That is Lachlan hit with his 3rd foul as he made contact with Nathan Dudukovic motoring down the floor. Davis on the throw here. He's able to find Robinson in the corner. Back out to Davis. Davis shoots a 3, Off the front, no good. Tried to beat the buzzer, but to no avail. So we will head to the final 8 minutes here. Quarter number 4. Your Firebirds trailing the Northeast Bushrangers 44-32 when we return. Back with the final period of play here from Lakota West. Currently, your Lakota West Firebirds trailing the visiting Northeast Bushrangers 44-32. Lakota West 12-point deficit here to start. They got a lot of ground to cover if they want to come back in this one. Currently on the triple header, West is up 2-0. They look for the complete sweep here as Davon Drain goes for the triple, no good. Jason Lavender is able to get to it. He puts up a 2, that no good. Rebounds himself, no good. And a foul will be called there. 2 shots from the line here for Lakota West. And we thank you for tuning into this Lakota West student broadcast. I'm Nick Johnson. Alongside me is Noah Bramble. And Noah, what do you think we're going to see from Lakota West as they try and mount this 12-point comeback?
Well, Nathan Dudukovic hasn't had a great game, so you're going to have to find somebody else to hit those big shots. Obviously, if you get the ball to Nathan Dudukovic, he's going to do his part, but you got to rely on somebody else than Nathan Dudukovic.
That shot will not fall for Lavender. Bryson Curry gets to that rebound as he bobbles it for a moment there. But Nathan Dudukovic sitting at 9 points in tonight's game. Of course, we thought we'd see a bigger game coming off of that Lakota East performance. Lakota East able to shut him down fairly well, as that will be called a travel there on the Bushrangers. That'll be a much-needed turnover as the Firebirds gained no points on their last offensive possession.
One other chance to get this Firebird offense back into this game.
Here's Barber, the senior on the throw in. Bounce pass able to find Jason Lavender. Barber making a move inside, able to get it to Bryson Curry, who loses the ball. Ainsworth able to get to it. Bad pass down there, but it will be the Bushrangers able to convert there and make 2 out of it as we near 1 minute already spent on this fourth quarter clock.
These Bushrangers are starting to climb away from this Lakota West side as Nathan Dudukovic hits down a 3.
A much-needed triple ball for number 13 in red and white as he hopefully will be able to get up and going after that momentum swing. It is currently an 11-point game. Lakota West chipping away 1 point at where they started at that 12-point deficit. That'll be Munro with it here, kicks it out to the corner. Here's Cohen Ainsworth, as that will be short. For Munro will have it up at the top. He works his way inside. Defense by Barber, as a travel will be called. Another turnover forced by the Firebirds defense.
That's what you want to do as Lakota West. Make them make mental errors or keep stealing the ball away. You want the ball as much as possible to try to cut down this lead so you have a comeback.
And of course, today's intercontinental matchup. I want to thank all of our viewers from Australia who have tuned in to tonight's contest. Thank all of you. This club has been wonderful to have here in Westchester. They've been very kind to us. They even gave us some free hats here as a little gift. So, I mean, both the staff and the players all around, a very wonderful visitor, one of the best visitors that we have seen down here in Lakota West. As we take a quick break here, we should be right back to it in a few moments. Looks like we have an official timeout, maybe something going on with the substitutions there for Lakota West. You'll see LJ Green out onto the floor here. And he will be the one throwing it in off the travel. 11-point ball game. It'll be Curry with it to start for the Firebirds. As that pass intended for Nathan Dudukovic gets tipped. Hurrying down the floor, looks to stop the breakaway. Lavender coming up with the rebound on the miss, too. As we see Dave Von Drain making a move towards the inside, goes up, knocks it down, reduces the deficit to single digits for your Firebirds.
That's what you want to keep doing. If you want to get those easy shots under the basket, you're not going to get them by setting up your play. These kids are just too tall and too physical. You're going to have to surprise them.
The two put up there will fall for the Bushrangers. That was Thomas Briggs to put the Bushrangers back up by 11. As you can hear, these girls teams, when they have a defensive possession, they always yell D up at their players, and you can hear them now in the stands. Some of the Australian girls joining in as well, yelling D up at these Lakota West Firebirds, looking to get that momentum going. Both girls teams now, after their contest just a few moments ago, they're sitting in the stands having a great time, so glad to see them enjoying the ball game here, adding to the environment of this varsity game, as Jason Lavender will go to the line now.
Well, as you said earlier, these Australian supporters have probably been our best supporters we've had in recent history at Lakota West. They've been really nice to us and have only said nice things about us.
And we will take a quick timeout here. 5 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in tonight's ball game. We'll be right back in just a few moments. And we are back after the timeout here from Lakota West. The Bushrangers taking their third timeout of the night. They will have two remaining as they currently lead your Lakota West Firebirds 48-37 with 5 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in tonight's game. We will see Jason Lavender from the line. Missed his first shot. Second shot on the way here, looking to cut the deficit to 10 for the Firebirds. As the second shot will be up, and it will fall. So 50% on those two shots for Lavender. 48-38 now our score, as Munro will get this pass off the bounce in. See Dave Von Drain and on the defense on Munro poke that ball, but they will call it a reach-in, a near steal for number 12 in red and white.
This Lakota West team is going to try to put the pressure on these Bushrangers, try to cut their time with the ball down and get the ball as much as possible.
Robinson defending a throw in here from Ainsworth. It'll be O'Sullivan now trying to work his way to the inside before passing it back out up to the top. Inside 5.5 minutes now. Still a 10-point game. Munro stepping back, pump fakes the three before getting it out to the wing. And that will be called a travel off the double jump there on the inside for number 34, Cohen Ainsworth. The crowd starting to get into this game for Lakota West, as now the Australian girls have joined in on the D-up chance, as they support their Bushrangers, who come up with a block there. And a foul will be called. It'll be headed the Bushrangers' way. throw in here. It'll be O'Sullivan, defended by Jason Lavender. Bounce pass in, able to find Harvey. Harvey down the floor here. Passes it up to Munro. Goes Ainsworth, the throw to O'Sullivan under the hoop. And that will be contact called under the rim there. That'll be the third foul of tonight's contest for Nathan Dudukovic with just over 4.5 minutes remaining in this one. He did foul out against Lakota East just a few days ago on Friday night in that crushing loss to district rival Lakota East. Throw in here, finds Munro in the corner. Of course, the Bushrangers here in no hurry to get any shots off. They can run this clock. There is no shot clock, so they can take as much time as they want, prevent the Firebirds from mounting this 10-point deficit. As that pass will be over the head of that Bushranger. I believe that was Thomas Briggs who that pass was intended to. So it'll be Christopher Barber to throw it in now here for the Firebirds. About 4 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the game as the Firebirds look to get something going offensively.
Well, if you're Lakota West, you need to start the comeback right now before it's too late.
So it'll be Robinson off the floor. Bryson Curry will take his place. As both girls teams now joining in on the D-up chant. By far the loudest part of this arena. As Bryson Curry looks to go up there, loses it out of bounds, and the ball will stick with the Firebirds, but a good defensive poke there for the Bushrangers. See the pass in here to Dave Von Drain. Looking to get some offense going early, goes up for the easy layup, and it is no good. Well defended on the inside by the Bushrangers. As it'll be Harvey with it here, and a foul will be called. It'll be Oguchi on the throw in here for the Bushrangers. Able to get it to Ainsworth. Pass to the quarter there for Munro. It is good. Looked like Dudukovic was close to getting a hand on it. Now to the inside for the Bushrangers, and a travel will be called. Still a 10-point deficit here. The Firebirds running out of time. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining on the fourth quarter clock. As we see, it'll be Bryson Curry making a move towards the inside, gets it to Christopher Barber. Lots of contact, and it will be called. The 2-point shot will not fall, as with that 7th team foul of the half, the Firebirds will now be in the 1-and-1 portion of the bonus. Here's Barber from the line. First shot is up, and it is off the back of the iron, no good. Best number 21 can do here is cut the deficit to 11 points. Taking a look at the week ahead for these Firebirds, they are headed off to Miami to take part in the Junior Orange Bowl tournament. Can't think of a better way to spend the holiday break, as Barber will sink shot number 2. It is an 11-point game. Deep pass to O'Sullivan on the break. Lavender will foul O'Sullivan. The shot will not fall.
If he were to dunk that, I think the roof out of this place would have blown. This Australian side was about to erupt.
O'Sullivan now for 2. He can make it a 13-point ball game here. Or, sorry, an 11-point ball game. Still thinking it's an 11-point game, but Christopher Barber did hit a shot there. It is 48-39, as O'Sullivan will take to the line here for the Bushrangers. First shot will not fall, so already the Lavender foul paying off on a dangerous breakaway attempt. Off that foul for Lavender, you see he's sitting there at 4 fouls, 1 away from fouling out here tonight. As Barber will come up with that rebound, he misses shot number 2 in this 9-point ball game. Barber gets it off to Lavender in the quarter. Here's Drain. Drain making his move up. Blocked shot. Nathan Dudukovic comes up with it, and he will be fouled there, looking to get that shot off. 3 minutes, 12 seconds remain as Dudukovic goes to the line, looking to cut this deficit even more. Can potentially make it a 48-41 ball game from the line. Here's Dudukovic. It is up and in for number 13. That'll be his 13th points of the game. Nathan Dudukovic, currently the leading scorer in the Greater Miami Conference here. Very uncharacteristic, the low numbers we've seen from him in the score column over the past few games, most specifically in that Lakota East loss on Friday night. But he increases it there to 14 as he looks to get off and going here in the final 3 minutes of play. As we see the foul there called as Will Polton making his way on for the Bushrangers. Nathan Dudukovic there called on his 4th foul. He fouled out on Friday against East, and he is in danger of doing that here. One of 2 Firebirds sitting at 4 fouls. He's up there with Jason Lavender. The 1-and-1 shot will fall, so you'll see a second shot here. It is 49-41 prior to shot number 2. Harvey, shot 2, will fall. 9-point ball game, 50-41. As the Firebirds hurry this ball down the floor, 3:05 remaining. Here goes Curry up, nearly had the and one, but he will go to the line for 2 instead. And with that 9th team foul of the half, the Bushrangers 1 foul away from putting the Firebirds in double bonus, which is not what you want with this Firebird team looking to mount a comeback.
They're so good on the free throw line that if you put them into a double bonus, you're just asking for a comeback at that point. They're going to look for those fouls and get to the free throw line whenever they can.
Curry's first shot will fall. The arena went silent for him there. 8-point deficit now, 50-42. Once again, silence falling over the arena here in Westchester. Bryson Curry to make it a 7-point ball game. It is up. Off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by O'Sullivan. Deep pass there, finds Polton. Dudukovic goes up, tries to block it, no good. 2 points on the breakaway for Polton. Back to a 10-point Bushranger ball game.
They set that thing up really well. Dudukovic takes a 3 and lands it.
A beautiful jump shot from beyond the arc as a timeout will be called there. The Firebirds battling it back to a 7-point ball game. We have a timeout called down on the floor. We'll be right back in just a few moments with the conclusion of tonight's ball game. Back with the final 2 minutes and 45 seconds from Lakota West. Nathan Dudukovic with an incredible corner 3, able to knock it down and decrease this deficit here for Lakota West. They now trail by 7. 52-45 is your score from Lakota West. As we thank you for tuning in to this student broadcast, I'm Nick Johnson. Noah Bramble is alongside. As Polton facing tight defense there, it'll be a turnover. Jason Lavender able to get to the basketball there. Here goes Bryson Curry, moving it back out to Lavender. Curry with a semi-open look. Makes his move inside, goes up, knocks down the double. 52-47 off the 2-point conversion for Curry. The Bushrangers taking their time up at the top. Of course, no shot clock, so running the clock is not a problem with this Firebird team getting hot on the offensive side of the ball. And Lakota West wants a charge on O'Sullivan, but they will not get it. 2 points fall for the Bushrangers. Here's Drain now, working his way in from the corner. Gets it up to Christopher Barber. Barber goes up. He knocks down the triple. Or knocks down the double, sorry, but he has a chance to make it a triple there on the inside. Getting a little bit ahead of ourselves and excited here from Lakota West. But Barber will take a shot from the line, looks to make it 3. And the West fans who were just upset about that mischarge call now excited more than ever to send Christopher Barber to the free throw line. A chance to make it a 4-point ball game. 1:51 remain. Here's Barber. Up no good. Rebounded by O'Sullivan. Tipped by Bryson Curry. That's a West ball. Here's Dudukovic for 3. No good. Barber looked like he had the ball for a moment there. It gets down to O'Sullivan. Now Ainsworth for 2. Draws the and 1 and knocks down the bucket.
With 1 minute and 36 seconds to go, Lakota West has started the comeback, but slipped through their fingers. Let's see if they can do more here. Get the ball back. You need some crucial shots, and you need some crucial stops.
That foul called on Jason Lavender. His day will be done. His 5th foul in his place, the junior, number 14, Cooper Taylor. Nathan Dudukovic is the only player now with 4 fouls to look for on that scoreboard. As that shot will be no good. Cooper Taylor takes it. He'll get it to Davon Drain here. So now a 7-point game as Drain goes up and no good. Rebounded by Polton under a minute and a half now. Barber looking to poke that ball free. Bushrangers with time here, get it to the top. Here's Munro to the inside, O'Sullivan, and that might do it here now. A 9-point game, 58-49 off the O'Sullivan double. Here's Curry making a move to the inside, loses the basketball. Munro comes up with it, the tip, and it stays Bushranger basketball off a near turnover inside the final minute to play.
This Lakota West offense is not going to stop, though. They're going to try to get the ball. This defense is trying to get the ball back, and they're not going to go out without a fight.
In the corner, Bryson Curry able to come up with it, loses it on the pass back to Christopher Barber, but a foul will be called there. As it looks like Jason Lavender taking a hit there. We'll have a quick moment here. But with 37 seconds remaining, the Bushrangers on top, 58-49. Looks like they might have this one in the bag under that 40-second mark. It'll be Bryson Curry here from the line after he took a little bit of a questionable hit. Looks a bit shaken up down there. Two shots here for number 1 in the red and white. With 37 seconds, Bryson Curry, it's up, and it is good. Eight-point deficit now. Curry looking to make it 7. No good. That will be a rim violation, and the ball will be headed to the Bushrangers side. We do get a timeout call down here on the floor, so we'll take a quick break with them. 37 seconds remaining. The Bushrangers 58-50 over your Firebirds when we return. And we are back. And we are back from Lakota West, 58-50 your score with 37 seconds remaining in tonight's ball game. Part of this triple header here at Lakota West as the Northeast Bushrangers out of Australia make their way into Westchester. As it stands, Lakota West up 2-0 in the triple header. The JV team and the girls varsity team coming up with wins over the Bushrangers as we see the intentional foul there. I believe that will be called on Davon Train. Also over there was Bryson Curry, but it looks like he'll get off free on the intentional foul. 1.2 seconds taken off the clock on that foul. The Firebirds relying on free throw misses. Both of these teams with 10 fouls or more on the half. They will both sit in the double bonus. From the line here, it's Ainsworth. Shot is up and good. 9-point ball game. Ainsworth has his 4th point there. That will not fall for number 5. Ball up to Nathan Dudukovic, who needs quick points here. Goes up, will not get the 2. Rebounded by O'Sullivan. Intentional foul from Christopher Barber.
At this point for the Lakota West Firebirds, you got foul and pray.
It'll be O'Sullivan at the line here for the Bushrangers. O'Sullivan on his day, 10 points, 1 foul. First shot of the double bonus on the line. Up and no good. Still a 9-point game. O'Sullivan looking to make it 10 with his second and final shot at the line. O'Sullivan, no good there, and it will be tipped by a Bushranger, but it'll be headed Lakota West's way. 25.6 seconds remain. Looks like Lakota West not exactly going their way so far late. It is a 9-point game here, so I gotta ask you, Noah, what do you think was the biggest takeaway from this game after West heads in off that disappointing loss to district rival Lakota East?
Well, today was a little unfortunate. Obviously, you don't want to lose this game against a big team, but the big factor in this game was offensive rebounds. Those Bushrangers were so good on the offensive rebounds, and I bet almost half their points have came from putting the ball right back up for themselves, and Lakota West didn't do that.
To make it an 8-point game, Cooper Taylor, the junior from the line, no good. Barber getting to the basketball. Outside now, Cooper Taylor for 3, just misses that one. Would have been his second triple on the day. Here's Nathan Dudukovic now, 3 of his own, no good. Gets to his own rebound, goes up, does not get the 2, but draws the foul. Dudukovic will now go up for 2 shots from the line. It is a 9-point game, 12 seconds remaining in tonight's contest. Bushrangers have all but won this one. And once again, want to thank all of our Australian viewers who have tuned in to support the Northeast Bushrangers. Thank you for tuning on into this stream. I've been Nick Johnson. Alongside me is Noah Bramble. This is our first year in doing Lakota West student broadcasts and our first basketball season as well. We did call a game at the end of last year. So far, pretty much a new operation here from Westchester. So we thank you all for tuning in as this game gets wrapped up. That will be a travel called there on the Bushrangers. It'll be back in Lakota West way. Here's Nathan Dudukovic, catch and shoot in the corner for three, no good. Cooper Taylor with it, time winding down, takes the three, no good. Barber with the 2-point putback, that's no good. Tipped out to Drain as time expires. Drain will hit it off the front of the rim, but to no avail, time had expired anyway. So your final in game 3 of this triple header, it's the Northeast Bushrangers 59, your Lakota West Firebirds finishing with 52. They split this one 2-1. They take the girls and JV game, but they are not able to complete the sweep. We thank you for tuning in, both our American and Australian viewers. Thank you for supporting this stream. I'm Nick Johnson. This is Bramble. We thank you for tuning in. We will see you later on for more basketball contests here from Lakota East. But for now, as always, go Firebirds.